Vidi and Toma from Subterranean Masquerade. We are Jasmin and Sabine from Skull News. For the people who don't know us yet, we're super happy that you're taking your time to talk with us.
We're happy to be here. Thank you.
We're very happy to be here. Very happy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I think we met in Lyon, right? First time we talked was in Lyon.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years. On Tuesday, it's our anniversary.
Oh wow! And Sabine, we met in Frankfurt. Where did we?
For the first time in Frankfurt, then in Tel Aviv, then in Vienna.
Yes.
Vienna was the last time. Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a while. Also from Vienna.
It's been a while, more than a year.
So it's good to see you, girls. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you. As soon as I get the vaccine, trust me, I'm going to travel. I want to go see you guys in action again. I doubt it's going to be earlier in France than in Israel, so I think it's easier to come to your place than have you in France.
We're waiting for the air to open, for the sky to open finally.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait. First of all, congratulations on your huge success with the new singles, Ascent and Mangata. And what have been your thoughts for choosing the two songs anyway? And first of all, congratulations on 100,000 views on Ascent yesterday on YouTube.
Thank you. It's crazy.
It's exploding currently. With the figures of followers, Mangata is running good with 78,000 views at the moment, and it's insane. Yeah.
Yes, it's growing nice, and a lot of new people listening to it and watching and writing us. Ascend was a natural choice for a first single. Firstly, because we played it live for over 20 shows in Europe. And everybody, I mean, our people already know the song, and we also did the acoustic version in the Quarantine album. So it was kind of the obvious to have Ascend be the first single, the first one we do, and Mangata. It's interesting choice, and you also wrote in your review that it's an interesting last song of the album as a single. Are we good? You got everything? Okay. Yeah. And we decided to do it because the clip was amazing, and we were very eager to let everybody see. And we think it shows a different side of Subterranean Masquerade. It's taking a little bit less of the world music or a little bit less of the heavier side and show more of the progressive rock and how we can basically do everything. And we wanted to get the progressive rock audience and make those people looking forward to the album. So it was a good choice apparently, because people seem to like it, and we're happy with it.
Your strategy seems to work out, and as you say, it is a very different song, but it's absolutely fitting the rest of the album, also in continuity of what you did in the acoustic version of Ascend, etc. But I would like to know more about the title of the album, Mountain Fever, and there's so many references to the Old Testament in the lyrics. Of course, I need to know why you chose the title and if it has anything to do with it.
Well, I can tell you why I chose the title, but the reference for the Old Testament, this is Vidi going to have to answer, because he's the one that wrote all the lyrics. I just came up with the title. But basically, I live on a mountain, It's not as a high mountain as any European mountain, but for what it is in Israel, it's okay. I'm a mountain guy. I like to be up north, and something about the people, about the agriculture, about the weather, it's working for me. And I wrote most of the music on this album during winter, and where I live in winter is it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because it's very isolated. It can get very cold, and as a Middle Eastern, we are used to the sun, so winter can get hard. So it was kind of a hectic winter, and I wrote most of the music during 3 months of this winter, and decided to call it a mountain fever, because eventually this is what it was. It was written on a mountain in kind of in a bad time, or at least in a hectic time. So it now about the lyric, how it connected. Vidi?
Yeah, the lyrics. Well, when Tomer gave me the title of the album, and I heard all the sketches, all the music, it really made sense. And I wanted to write about, a person that is stuck somewhere. And so far, all the albums of Subterranean Masquerade were about traveling.
ליון, זה הכל לקונצרט היום בלילה. הקונצרט הכי גדול ever, הם כבר התחילו להתכנס.
It was about the new places that you're getting to, physically, geographically. And what we've been talking a lot about is what happened to a person that is not able to move. It is non-mobile. This traveler that was speaking through all the rest of the albums suddenly cannot change place. So I thought it's a good opportunity to speak about inwards traveling. And I thought it's a good idea to speak about different ways of roaming around the world, which is within ourselves sometimes. And I wanted to talk about exile as well. And because the person in the concept is not being able to travel, I was thinking a lot about the concept of spiritual exile, that you are already where you are supposed to be.
I woke up completely sick yesterday. This morning, I woke up even worse.
But the travel continues. And all the crises, in plural, all the crises, I don't know, the crisis around the fact that you are unable to do something you need to do and how you're coping with it. The Old Testament came in because while Tomer was in Golan Heights, I was sitting and writing in the Carmel Mountain, and the Carmel Mountain is where most of the stories about Prophet Elijah, which was very rageful. He went up to the sky with chariots of fire, and it just seemed fit to the band and to the spiritual elevation that we are looking for in our live shows, that we want to create with our audience. So this is how it kind of came together, if it makes sense.
That was something that struck me in the lyrics, that you have those very strong contrasts between very beautiful paradisiac motives like Eve and the apple and halo and love, and at the same time, or in the same songs like in Snake Charmer, you have very gory images, defecated light, cysts decomposed, and also in your voice you sing of these very gory images in a very sweet and seductive way. How did you get this idea, and what was your motivation behind that?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Very cool. Well, I feel that there are always contradictions within me. I don't know about other people, but I always feel there is a certain duality, and in a lot of beautiful things, sometimes things are so beautiful that I can personally experience pain in how much beautiful, like when I am trying to consume it, when I'm trying to bring it into myself and turn it into something that is part of me. And I think this was the main thing here. And because I'm bipolar, so a lot of times when I'm writing about some things, then other things pop out, which the contrast between the emotions that I can experience very, very, very fast. So when it came to the vocals, so first of all, before this album, I had a tendency to go all over the place, and I had Tomer as a producer, and it was amazing. It was great because Tomer was able to take all of my associative thinking and really, really direct me into what this album is about and what this album and the band's supposed to be. So I had a really, really great producer. I would say it even if he wouldn't be here. I think that Tomer did a really, really good job in directing me to the right places. That's a hard question, what you asked me, and I'm trying to be exact. So Tomer was able to create some sort of a funnel with the music that takes a lot of ideas and bring them into a certain blend. And vocally, I wanted to show and to express this bipolarity or the contrast. But at the same time, we wanted it to be very, very catchy. So we kind of tried to use all the venom behind the beautiful things, but in a way that it will create another beautiful thing. One of the bands that we really talked about during the production was Ghost. That we really, really liked how they can create something evil but entertaining at the same time. And so we didn't want it to be too much over the top, super theatrical kind of a performance. We wanted it to be very direct, very straightforward. And in the lyrics, I was just able to spill out everything that I'm feeling. So that light that we're talking about in Snake Charmer is some sort of an addiction. And this is why it's defecated. This is something that looks good, that makes you feel good, but it's actually bad. And the entire album is about that thing that the person is trying to cure this mountain fever, to cure it with a lot of different ways. And it's not always succeeding. I hope I kind of answered the question. I think it took me 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
My question is almost answered, but just wanted to see it from your side, because when we are looking at the lyrics, it's mostly about feeling lost and being on the quest for something, for identity, for roots. It's about love, it's betrayal, so much sadness, and how do you manage to wrap the most beautiful music around it? To wrap it in so nice melodies and tunes.
Well,
I thought it's negative. in a certain way?
Well, I guess that. Well, first of all, the music was the lyrics. Wait, let me try to think about what I answer. But I wrote the music from a place which is sensitive, I guess, when I wasn't in my high times. So for me, it was it's natural to write. I mean, I'm a sucker for a nice melody. The guys from the band say I always write borderline kitsch because I like it. I mean, I'm a huge 80s fan, and you probably, if you are a fly on the wall in my house, then you probably listen to more old Madonnas than any other metal music. It's just that I'm a freak of electric guitars. So everything I do is kind of walk the line between borderline kitsch or something that is easy listening and melody to a place where it's still, I don't know, maybe a little bit chaotic and aggressive, because still I'm a metal fan. What Vidi did, and this album, which is not like the rest of the albums where I wrote the lyrics, but Vidi, he put his own input of lyrics and melody into the music, and this is what makes this album so special. To write the music alone is just one side of the story, but then to add it together with vocal harmonies and the way we worked on the album, it's just perfect. So this is how it goes. It's like borderline kitsch and bipolar. I guess.
Yeah. So it's like an acoustic therapy, something like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's a therapy. It's a therapy for everything.